I think when you're managing multiple retirement accounts, one of the things that is important for you to do is to looking at how they are taxed as you take the distribution of it. So you're not disappointed with the money that you're going to get out of your account or how much money you're going to have to pay in taxes in the future. I think oftentimes people think that maybe they need to go to two financial advisors and give part of their money to one advisor and part of their money to the other advisor. And if you do that, there's a lack of coordination between accounts. I think looking at the coordination of investments that you're not over invested into one account. You may have NVIDIA in your non qualified assets, and you could have NVIDIA in your qualified assets. What's the purpose of that? You don't have the diversification that you should have when you are managing the account. So I think coordinating everything and looking at it on one page so that you understand what your investments are and you're not I want to say overeating. It's like going and having too many hamburgers at your favorite hamburger stand, and you need to manage that a little bit better. I think the other thing is that oftentimes people will forget about old accounts. I could have a client, I just had one recently, a client that I had for 15 years, and he'd forgotten about an account that was at a bank that was earning 1%. Now, it wasn't a very large account, but it happens all the time. They just forget about it. I had a time where I sat down with a lady. She was in her 80s, and she told me she had $50,000 for investments. And I looked at her and I said, "Well, where's the mattress money?" She goes, "How do you know I have mattress money?" I said, "Anybody that's lived as long as you have has mattress money." And the fact of the matter is she went up to the cupboards and started pulling out $100,000 CDs. And she had $1,500,000 in CDs spread around all over the house that her daughter didn't know about at all. And I looked at her and I said, "Are you sure you've gotten all the banks?" And she said, "Yes, I'm pretty sure. I just did out of courtesy. I sent out a letter to all the banks just to confirm that we had gotten all the accounts out of there and still found another $150,000 at two different banks that she had completely forgotten about." So, oftentimes people just forget about money that they've set aside.